it's only going to get worse because everybody's looking down at their phones all the time. I mean, if your head's dropped forward, that's 8 pounds. That's going to affect and change that curve. Sedentary lifestyle, working at a desk, anterior muscles get way too much work. We roll forward. Nobody works out their backs, and so we're unbalanced again. I mean, it's similar to a runner who's unbalanced and gets the hip pain, versus somebody who works at a desk and has, anterior muscles that are too tight, and they stretch the back and they never work the back muscles.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more headaches with that stuff too, is another symptom, because the scalene muscles in here, the levator scap muscles, which elevate the shoulders. I mean, I always use the analogy of, think of the reins on a horse. You're pulling back the reins to pull that head back to stop that horse, right? Well, the reins on us are the levator scap and the posterior scalene muscles. So when your head is constantly in the down position, guess what those muscles are trying to do the whole time? So then you're stressing these, you're weakening these, you're tightening this, and your body just gets used to it. And then like you said, all these crazy symptoms start to occur, and people wonder, why do I have headaches all the time? And
yes, it's very concerning, because especially with the headaches, they're so used to the screens. It's going to be a tough thing to break. I mean, obviously I try to tell them to, pick their phone up and keep their head up and things like that. But it's definitely a thing. They adjust so much louder. I mean, they're like the movement that they need. I mean, you can feel they're losing that, they're increasing that thoracic kyphosis and like you said, muscle imbalance. I would tell I probably have more 25 to 35-year-olds who need massage therapy or manual therapy on their anterior neck muscles than most of my 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
Most of the 60-year-olds in the practice.
That it's like you said, they adjust. When we adjust them, the movement you get in these teenagers and even 20-year-olds, I mean, it's great. It's loud. But then as they get older, things don't move as well. It's much, much more difficult to get that motion in there. So, the parents will be in there with, you'll adjust the parents and then you'll adjust the kid, and they're like, whoa. The parents are like, oh my gosh. Like It's like, well, the mobility is there. It just is so restricted. Then we release that pressure. It just sounds a lot different than in a person that's 40 or 50 years old.